What's up, family? Finally, June 10th is here. It's been a long time since we've done an update on the invasion of New Mombasa, but it's been a sizable amount of work that I've been doing while I haven't been actually posting videos. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Episode 8, I said that before I was only doing one lane each way on the street, or a one-way street, either way you want to look at it. And I thought the buildings were too close together, mostly because of the lights, but just for the fighting and for it being New Mombasa. So I did stretch it out to be a boulevard like the street that I have down there in Texas. And so this is what it's going to look like. Now, unlike down there in New Mombasa South, as I call it, I decided not to go with a ton of flowers in the median, but instead palm trees, because when I see people do clips on YouTube with playthrough of ODST, I see a lot of palm trees. I don't see a ton of flowers. So what I'm going to do is thin out the flowers down there and put in palm trees and just add a few here. But it took a while to figure out a brick version of the palm trees that I liked that wasn't just basic. And this is what I came up with. Especially like the trunk, because it looks like an actual palm tree. So down the middle here, I'll have either 4 or 5 of those. And then I'll put some flowers in or something, some kind of plants in the middle. And I also had said last time that I needed to move the buildings off of the street lights, because before they were so close. They were somewhere right about here because there was an overhang on this building. And so the first thing I did to rectify that was to make like a little like planter area. So I built a planter on the side and then put the lights in there. Now it's only 4 studs wide, but those 4 studs help to back the street light away from the building. And the second thing I did was I actually decided to make this building have a stairway downward to go into the doors, which I think is pretty cool. I actually saw somebody have, there was a building like this in the game. So I thought, hey, I might as well try doing that. So that took a little while to figure out, but I think I figured it out. I think it looks pretty good. Next to it is an Octagon building that is basically like blue glass. And I really like this building. This building is very solid. I could pick it up and toss it in the air. I built it as one solid building instead of in stages. So it's different, and I kind of like that about it. It's not nearly as tall as this building, but I think it looks good since they're not all supposed to be the same height or anything. And since I'm not actually putting anything inside the buildings, the way the blue glass is, it keeps you from being able to see through it and know that there's nothing inside. Now on the other side, this is where I did my twin towers. So my twin tower building is 15 stories high. And with that, on the 11th floor, it's actually an entire floor that goes all the way across. It's not a skywalk or anything. It's an actual the entire floor. It should have been the 10th floor, but I wasn't paying attention. So I messed up and made it the 11th. But the way that this building will work out is that down here is the entrance in to the building. And then you're either going into the north or south tower. So I really like this building. I know it's gray. I know it doesn't look like a New Mombasa building because they're almost all white or very light tan or what have you. But I just like the gray. I like the stark color contrasts instead of everything being white. And as you can see, this is almost to the top of the drop ceiling. So it's pretty tall. This building is, 3.5 feet tall? So I can make it taller by adding on sections that I can make modular to add on top of it if I want to. It's not that hard a build to do. But each one of those little windows cost about 20 cents from one person, 25 from another. So they were not cheap. So like I said, these buildings weren't cheap, but the effect that I get and what it looks like looks really good. And then of course, as you can see, the street lights look really, really nice. So this is the update on New Mombasa, and I'll be coming up with another one very, very soon compared to what I've done lately. So till next time, be good, be safe, and continue to enjoy your building.